Hi, we're sitting inside a Fiat 500X. This is a 2016 model. This is the bigger Fiat, the four-door Fiat. A lot of people aren't familiar with the bigger Fiat. This is a four-door SUV, and it has a back seat, has a hatchback in the back. It's got this model has a panorama sunroof. Now, a lot of people aren't familiar with the bigger Fiat. They call it the same name, which makes it confusing. It's a 500, but this is an X version. It's a totally different version from the regular Fiat 500. Unfortunately, Fiat has named their cars all the same number, 500. So it's probably a marketing mistake on their part. Well, it is a mistake. It's a but they've named the car already. It's a 500X. There's a 500L and there's a 500. And if you ask most people on the street in North America, they wouldn't know the difference. They wouldn't know what a 500X is or a 500L. All they know is the little Fiat 500. But this is an all-new version. It's a 2006 model. It came out in 15. And some of the interior features, which are kind of really cool about this car that a lot of people wouldn't notice just by jumping into and out of in the showroom. So I'll go over a couple little things here that are very, very unique to this car. Dash is a body color dash, so it's the same. I'm in a black exterior car, so the interior is black, which gives the car a lot of character, a lot of fun, a lot of kind of a not too serious feeling inside the interior. This you notice here, this window here, this is a fixed window. This A-pillar here with this little area here. Now when you're sitting in the car and you have your window open, you notice that there's kind of like a little still area of air when you're driving, and that's why this window is there, to give that feeling. So if you're driving with the windows open, if you like to do that, if you want to get some fresh air, it's just a nice, quiet, much quieter, much less wind noise in the interior when you have your windows open. And summertime or springtime, and you want to get that, fresh air coming into the car, it's just really, really nice. And it's not too windy. It's got some still air in the passenger compartment. So that is a feature that is very unique to this car, and I don't think many cars have that feature. So that's definitely a standout aspect of the vehicle interior. It's really enjoyable to be in the car. It's actually more relaxing is what it is. It's just a place where you can really relax and feel good about driving. The steering position is very good. It still has an Italian driving position style, which is more comfortable holding the wheel down on the lower half of the steering wheel. If you look at my arm here, it's just a very relaxed position, and it's very natural, and you don't have to be up here all stressed out and tensed out. You can just relax. Most of your driving, people don't realize, in the car, you're usually going straight 90% of the time. So if you can be like this 90% of the time, it's just much more relaxing to drive the car. And if the suspension is designed properly and the geometry is designed properly, you don't have to saw at the wheel when you do turn to maintain your line through the turn. The car should, once you make your set and your turn, you should be able to, the car should carry its line throughout the turn. And if you're a good driver, that's very rewarding, because what you do as a driver, how you steer the car, is how the car behaves. So that's something very, very noticeable driving the car for a few months. It gives you the feeling back that Fiat, people don't realize, or a lot of people don't know, that Fiat was very big into racing cars and and rally cars. No one has won more world championships than Fiat Lancia, which is what Fiat owns Lancia in the World Rally back in the 60s and 70s. No other manufacturer, no, not Subaru, not Toyota, not Mazda, not BMW, not Mercedes. No one has had more manufacturers' world title rally championships than Fiat Lancia. So driving this car, the way it sounds, the way it shifts, the way it steers, if you know about that history, you can feel it throughout the car. It's one thing that this is something that it's in the kind of the DNA of the car, and it's really enjoyable. It's really cool having that pedigree and history, and that you can actually feel it throughout the car. The way the car steers, the way it handles, the way it reacts. And this automatic transmission. It's a 9-speed automatic, and it does take about 3 or 4, 5, 6,000 kilometers for this transmission to actually break in, to learn how it learns how you drive, and it continues to get smoother and smoother and smoother as time goes on, as you drive this vehicle, as the transmission breaks in. So that's something also you would know by a quick test drive. Visiting the showroom. So that's a couple little things about the interior of this car that a lot of people maybe not know, may not realize, and I just wanted to let those know. And I hope you enjoyed the quick little video, and that if you decide in this car, those are the kind of things that you get to enjoy.